Hey everybody, I'm Captain Tommy Scovel, and you are on the lifeboat. What's happening? So, a little late this morning, obviously. I had some things I had to do with some people that were on the East Coast. Got a couple of things that are going on that are kind of exciting, and I'm doing some true crime stuff today. And you know what, people? This is crazy. This is heavy duty stuff. Honestly, this stuff could. If you're into true crime, by any chance, this is going to be the coolest thing time. But I'm doing it over with Esoteric Atlanta. If you've not been over and checked out Esoteric Atlanta with Bryce, you got to go over and check it out, and you got to subscribe. Bryce rocks. She's awesome. Hi from North Georgia, everyone. Miss Sunrise Dawn, good to see you. Yeah, so I did a excuse me, goodness, coffee. I did a show with Bryce last week, and we had an opportunity to talk about other things that have not been that we've not discussed before, things that I've never done any shows about. Hello, Liz, good to see you. Glad you're here. We had an opportunity to talk about some things that I've never recorded, never done anything on. So figured I would give it a shot, and we're going to go and do some pretty heavy stuff. I'm pretty fired up. And it's going to be a good long interview. It'll probably be more than one episode. Did you hear that noise? That's the Roomba. I kicked the Roomba on because I've realized that it keeps Squirrel busy, and as long as the Roomba is moving, Squirrel is destroying nothing. She's terrified of the vacuum. Not terrified, but fascinated more. Good morning, Pam. Good to see you. Great day in the morning. Jeremy, good to see you. Yankee Kyle says, good morning, sir. I've been clean and sober for 35 years now. I am very proud of myself, and you should be. That's a very, very long time. Really, it's a very, very long time. I would be quite proud if I were you. A really big meth and fentanyl bust in Southern Oregon. 1.1 pounds of pure fentanyl and 43 firearms. All names associated with. Damn, that sucks, man. That really does. That sucks. I mean, I'm glad that they're busted. It's just, it sucks when you start to see that there's in most of the fentanyl stuff, we haven't been seeing firearms associated with a lot of these busts. You know what I mean? You haven't been seeing caches of weapons, and that starts getting scary to me. You don't know the truth. It starts getting into that territorial stuff and all of that. Goodness gracious, Jeremy Shelton. 8 months booze free. That's a huge deal. What do you mean it's a big deal to me? It's a huge deal to everybody. What are you kidding me? That's massive. Jeremy Shelton hit 8 months booze free yesterday. Not too damn shabby. And this one is for you, my brother. That is incredible, is what it is. Good for you, man. On the downhill run to the entire year. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Tammy, I'm sorry to hear that, hon. I'm glad that you're here. I don't. You know what? My morning was not awful. I didn't sleep great last night, but that's been par here for a minute. I've been doing a tremendous amount of sleeping, at least not solid sleeping. So, it is what it is. We have a high wind warning in our corner of Southern California. The struggle now is with chronic and severe spinal and nerve pain, disability, and bad lungs. The lifeboat inspires me. Pam, I'm so glad that you're here. I mean that. I'm so glad that you're here. You know, it's a rough world, people. It really is. It's a rough world. Attach a laser light to the Roomba. I've seen people do that. Squirrel's so fascinated by the damn thing anyway. I don't know that she needs a laser on it to get any more fascinated by it. She loves the fact that she can get above it. You know, like she's superior to it in all ways. She'll wait until it starts moving and then hop above it and look down like, yeah, jump up here. She's a very funny animal. I would imagine that could be the case. I hope your day gets better, Tammy. I really do. And you know what? I know people. The replay crew gets so bummed out when I read things and I don't pop it up on the screen so that everybody else can read it, because then it just looks like I'm talking to nobody, and I'm famous for that, I guess. So that's bad. 28 years meth free for me. Wow, man. 28 years. This is an excellent opportunity right here. David, I got a question for you. 28 years without meth. So first of all, you were doing good meth because, 3 decades ago, there wasn't any garbage, right? They were doing real methamphetamine. But if you've been clean for 28 years, how deep into your sobriety would you say you were before everything started firing correctly? And the reason that I ask this, people, is that meth is a very different drug than other ones. What it does concerning brain chemistry is really unique. So David, how long were you into the whole sobriety thing before you would say that you found joy in things the way that you used to prior to becoming addicted? If that makes sense. Hopefully I did a decent job. As long as I have my caffeine, I'm okay without. Yeah, caffeine is essential for a lot of us. Personally, I need it as well. There's such a delay. What can I do for you, Squirrel? Yeah, the bust that we went by, Ian. The really fascinating thing is this: make no mistake, all the dope that's coming across is cartel dope. Make absolutely no two ways about it. It is cartel dope. Realistically, more often than not, they use white folk to drive it across the border because we have a much better chance of getting just waved right through. The checkpoint that we were going through where we took that picture, I've probably driven through that checkpoint 4 times, 5 times. I've never been stopped. I've never even been, they just do this one. It's like so more often than not, they pay. And I did time with a lot of white dudes that were paid to drive dope across borders because they're just it from a smuggling standpoint, it makes a lot more sense. And I did time. I've told the story on here before with people who got really, really burned, really burned. I knew a guy. He said that his job was to drive a truck across the border, and they would give him a brand new truck, and they would strip out the screws on the dashboard. Right? He would put on a headband, smoke a joint, right? Make sure he smelled a little bit like booze, and really go across looking like he just came from a Grateful Dead concert, and he would have nothing on him, and they would tear the truck apart while the load went right through behind him. And he did this like 4 or 5 times, and he got paid a large amount of money, for that kind of work back then, 10 grand, something like that. And he got to keep the truck, which was not usually in really good shape by the time they reassembled it, but he got to keep the truck as well. And then one time when he was going through, they had put about 4 pounds of dope in the truck because they wanted the process to take a little bit longer, apparently. But he went to prison for it, and that's how I met the guy. Believe it or not, I was addicted to huffing nitrous for a few years. I about depleted every last brain cell. I don't recommend it. I completely believe that you were addicted to doing nitrous oxide. I have no problem believing that at all. I've done a ton of it. Back in the day, it was like when I was in college, we used to buy it in the the 90-pound tanks, and at Grateful Dead concerts used to sell the stuffs. Yeah, I completely believe you could get very, very, very into huffing nitrous. That is not something that I have a problem believing. I remember people coming back. I used to sell $5 balloons, and they would come back with their lips purple. And I don't know if you've ever seen anybody huff nitrous, but it does the exact opposite of what you see with helium in movies, where your voice gets all high like this. It has the exact opposite effect. And you have people coming up with blue lips going, I want 2 more $5 balloons. And you'd be like, maybe walk around a couple laps and then come back and buy another one. You're scaring the hell out of me. Tommy. Hey, Tommy Stiggs. Good to see you. Yeah, it's good to be here. I was popping on and doing just and doing kind of a quick morning one. I'm going on a show to do start a true crime series with Bryce over on Esoteric Atlanta. If you've never gone over and checked out Bryce on Esoteric Atlanta, please do it. It's an excellent show. It really is. And diverse stuff. And I know the boat. Like, I know you guys. This is the vast majority of what Bryce does is going to be right in your wheelhouse. And she's a lovely girl. Lady. God, I catch so much hell for saying the word girl. It's an East Coast thing. I'm sorry. It is an East Coast. I gotta get over doing that. I mean, no disrespect whatsoever. It's just we say so boys and girls, but I'm gonna get over it. I apologize. She is a lovely woman. She really is. And she is an excellent interviewer and one of the few people that sort of lets you that doesn't sort of try to force you into a narrative, so to speak. So yeah, Christy, I love her show too. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some really cool stuff. I used to have a car that was addicted to nitrous. Yes. I think, yeah, slightly different approach, I think. Let me see. Anik, good to see you. I never had a car that sprayed nitrous, but yeah, I breathed a lot of it. It was honestly back in the day, it was the greatest money maker in the entire world because you could buy a 90. I think I used to pay, it was really cheap with the deposit on the tank. If you brought the tank back, you were paying like $80. You could get pretty close to 1,000 balloons out of that. What are you doing? My cat is an absolute idiot. I got tacks in the drawer. I think she's trying to eat a tack. Hey, drop that. You are, you idiot. Sorry, people. Gotta save squirrel nut here. Cat is on one. Get out of there. No. Sorry, people. So we're gonna be talking about some stuff over there on Esoteric Atlanta. I've never talked about here. This is gonna be some true crime stuff that is gonna be brand new. Which should be exciting. And I'll be honest with you, man. There's a couple of unsolved crimes. Could be some really, really exciting stuff. Here we go. I had a friend who was addicted to gamma hydroxybutyrate to help him sleep after all the meth. You know what's really, really odd? I was corrected on this show. I honestly had no idea that they wrote prescriptions for GHB to people with really, really severe sleep disorders, but they absolutely do. Gamma hydroxybutyrate is written for certain types of sleep disorders. That is a rugged drug. I cannot believe they write prescriptions for it. But back in the day, there was a period of time in the 90s where everybody on planet Earth had it. And the reason they did is a recipe popped up online that required so little skill, almost no effort whatsoever. I was on meth for 10 years, took 4 to get my life back. Honestly, Dan. Honestly, I would. That's about right. That's about right. And for and for the vast majority of that, right, that people, you suffer what's called anhedonia, right, where you just can't feel. Your body has good chemical for so long, right? Disproportionately to what should be going on in life, right? 5, 6, 7 years worth of feel good chemical in the course of 2 or 3 months of partying and having sex and doing whatever. It is a tough drug. You know what? My internet people, I apologize. I know that my internet is just absolutely, we're really having issues here. Very, very windy. I'm sorry. So yeah, I am, I wanted to come on this morning, tell everybody that I'm okay. The reason that I did not go live this morning, is simply because I had 2 interviews that I had to do, and getting ready to head over to Esoteric Atlanta. We will not be live. This is going to be filmed, so we're going to be doing. I'm not sure how many parts this series is going to be. Melissa, there's a lot of truth to this. Melissa says your brain. Let me put this up so that the replay crew can see what I'm talking about. Your brain can't make its own dopamine after so many years of amphetamines. In a lot of cases, this is true. It is. In a lot of cases, this is true. However, there are things that can be done, right? There are things that can be done to greatly increase your chances of having normalcy, right? After that. And it's not, it's a process. And you need, and by God, talk to a professional. Do not get advice from an ex-convict bank robber or from anyone else for that matter. If they call themselves a guru or a content creator or call themselves anything else. If you are suffering from anhedonia, right, the inability to feel, and this is something that happens a lot to people after long-term exposure to methamphetamine because of what, or amphetamine or any other kind, because of what it does to the brain, because of how much of your own brain chemistry gets played with that particular drug. See a doctor. There's some really cool things that they're starting to do that 10 years ago there wouldn't have been any hope for. And you literally just get people who find themselves with the absolute inability to feel joy, or to feel much of anything really. But it's getting a lot better to do it on your own. Lovely internet. Sorry. Pardon me, people. Pardon me, people. Pardon me. Now I have an angry cat. What, squirrel? You're killing me, Smalls. In and out. So, I will be doing my normal 5 o'clock tonight, and then we will be getting back to my normal schedule. If you missed last night's show, go back and watch it, so I don't have to rehash the last week of my life, whatever the case. But I'm back. B. Hendricks, I like it. He says, "Let thy food be thy let thy food be thy medicine." Sorry. It was okay when I watched a replay, Tommy. Okay, odd. Very, very odd. Is that stay Spiria? Stay. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Not sure I got your name even close to correct, but I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to the boat. Happy to see you. Yeah, I do have a good day ahead. This is and I honestly like working with Bryce. She's a great interviewer, and this is going to be a fun one, people. You know what? It's very difficult to do something online, especially if it has anything to do with true crime or anything else. that hasn't been beat to death, right? That 5,000, well, how about that? I got it right. That 5,000 people have not done 5,000 videos on, right? I can assure you that no one has done this video. I also live in the country where no one literally drive by. Starlink has helped with the internet a lot. Yes, I maybe I just need to I don't know, maybe I need to upgrade something. Yeah, no one drives by. I mean, if you drive by if this were a canyon, they would call it a box canyon, as in there's one way up and there's no other way down except the same way you came back up, right? Like a couloir in skiing. No, all of these words I learned for no apparent reason, right? For no apparent reason. I'm not much on pain medication at this point of any kind, sadly. You know what I've gotten into though? Are those patches with like the lidocaine and crap on. Some of those patches are absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, you got to find the good ones, but some of those are incredible. Now, you know what? I saw a great comment. I have to find it. Aha. See that? True crime. The horrible story of the making of Caddyshack 2. I'm not much for I don't call for violence for any reason, right? However, the people who made Caddyshack 2 should be flogged in a public square. You know what I mean? Tarred, feathered, and flogged. You know what I mean? Honestly, first of all, to even say that you're going to make another one was a really, really stupid idea, right? Just from Jump Street. Just a dumb idea. But to do the job that you did, to turn it into a show about miniature golf, I mean, that was just depressing. It really was. First time you've ever caught a live. Lindsay Baker, welcome to the lifeboat. Hey, hope you're well. First time I ever caught a live. Wow. How cool is that? You know what I should do? I should start going live at this time of day so I can catch all of the people on the other side of the ponds. True crime, the existence of Dragon Ball Evolution. It's a live action movie. There you go. Caddyshack is an excellent film. Make no mistake. I have an autographed movie bill from Caddyshack. I just haven't got it framed. I bought it recently. It's got a ton of the autographs on it. It's got Lacey Underall signed it. A lot of the cast signed it. And I was hoping to put it up somewhere behind me. I just have not. And every day, honestly, I'm not joking you. It's like on my list of things to do every single day. And then something comes up and all of a sudden I got to get to work. And then it's, that's how that works. You know what, people? It is almost that time. I would love to sit here and hang out and talk for the rest of the day. I really would. I will see all of you this evening, I hope, and maybe more. I'll see you at about 5 o'clock on the left coast. That is Squirrel Nut Zipper. Hold on one second. See, this is professional YouTubing right there. That's how that works. Get in here, you annoying feline. Come on, get up here. I'm Captain Tommy Scoville, and that is a cat in a basket. All right, people. So what I am going to do, you got a 15-pound cat? You're doing something right. See a Maine Coon cat? That's a big boy. What is the name of the channel you will be on? The name of the channel that I will be on is called Esoteric Atlanta. Esoteric Atlanta. Now, I will not be live. We are filming today. But you can see me over there already. I've been on Esoteric Atlanta before. I did a show with Bryce last week. And we're going to be doing what may end up being a series. We're going to figure it out. But I have a pretty good time working with her channel. Right, she does great work. So we're going to see. But I am going to go and get to work on that. It's good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Esoteric Atlanta, that is correct. Kat, if you get on the keyboard, you're going to hurt my feelings. See that? Squirrel will just turn off the broadcast. She's good that way. All right. My goodness, am I a professional or what? We'll see you, everybody. Bye-bye. Bro, do what you do. End the stream. Oh, come here. What are you doing? All right, that's fine. It'll just stay there like that forever. You're